Hey guys, welcome. And today in this video we're going to be installing the Windows 11. Keep in mind that before installing the Windows 11 there are a few things that you have to know. First thing is the laptop should be connected all the time so that it doesn't drains the battery out when you're installing the Windows 11. Otherwise, in mid installation, if the installation gets disrupted by power off, then it's a huge issue, and to be honest, I don't know the solution to that, so it's best to keep the laptop plugged in. Second thing is that this installation of Windows 11 is going to be by a bootable USB stick. The reason is because this particular Lenovo laptop does not straight away install Windows 11. You only know the issues by running one app, and that is the PC Health Check app. This is provided by Microsoft. In that, once you download this application, a link for this to download this application will be in the description below. But after getting this installed, here this will check if your PC is compatible to install Windows 11. Right now this is compatible, but there are a few things that needs to be, so not few things, just one in this laptop, is that it must support secure boot. Now secure boot is the position where you have to install Windows 11 by a bootable USB or CD drive. So for those of you who has this issue, this video is for them. If you have one extra requirement, that is the TPM 2.0 to be enabled, there are many other YouTube videos that you can do that. If you are going through that, you can just enable that TPM 2.0 and then proceed to install Windows 11 by using a bootable USB stick. Okay, so now we know that it shows that the secure boot needs to be supported or enabled in this case. So in order to do that, you have to in advance download Windows 11 media tool. Let me show it to you guys. Media creation tool, Windows 11. This is need to be downloaded as well. The link for this will be also provided in the description below, so you guys can download that to create the bootable USB stick. This is the tool. So before you do the secure boot, enabling the secure boot, you must have the bootable USB stick ready. So we're going to go with this step now and accept it. It will get a few things ready, that is the language and the window, type of window you're going to be installing. But right now this will only show Windows 11. There'll be no Pro, there is no Home or anything as that. Once I remove the stick, you can see it's just straight Windows 11 option. Next, it will ask you which media to use. Now this option, most of you will also have some issue. It will just show you installing in C drive. This issue only comes when you have less than 8 GB of space in C drive. You need to have space in C drive at least of 8 GB. More than 8 GB, keep it like 8.1. So then you'll have the option shown here, USB flash drive ISO file. It's weird, it's not supposed to be like that, but you have to keep it local disk C 8 GB space free. Then only you will have the option either to go for USB flash drive ISO file, means a DVD. Anyways, let's select the USB flash drive because I've got it plugged in the laptop. So this one has 64 GB, so it's more than enough, and it will get installed. So we're gonna wait and we'll come back later on. Okay, so it's been a while now. The USB flash drive is ready, so now we're gonna hit finish. So this was the downloading, verification and setting up the USB file. Now once that is done, now the next step is to enable the secure boot. So once we're going to shut this CPU down go to the BIOS menu. From there we're going to be enabling the secure boot. Now keep in mind that once we enable the secure boot, we will not be able to come back to Windows 10. It will start asking for booting. I mean, the USB stick, it should be plugged in. So now let's go ahead. So now the laptop is in shutdown mode. Now once I press the power button for Lenovo users, you're going to be pressing after power on, keep pressing F2. Don't click it so many times, just keep in one hold until the BIOS menu is up. Power on and F2. There you have it. Okay, so now the BIOS loaded. Here the secure boot is disabled. For those of you who have no issues with the secure boot, like in this PC health check software, you can skip this part. This is the part where we set the booting to enable, but over here it should be enabled. So from here we go to the security. You can see there is no steps of enabling the secure boot over here. So in order to show the items here, most of the people also have this issue that it cannot be seen. So go to the boot section. In the boot section, you change the boot mode from legacy support to UEFI. So from that, UEFI, it's on. Come back to the security and you can see the items are there. If you see the secure boot, you can enable it. If it's shown enable, it's fine. If it's disabled, by pressing enter, you can set it to enabled. Okay, so now you have to save and exit this setup. So before we're going to save the setup, we're going to plug in the USB, which we have installed the Windows 11 Media Tool, and then press F10 and yes. Right, so now we're here at the Windows. After inserting the USB, this is the Windows 11 setup. So I reduced the f-stop because it's not very visible at this brightness. Now once you press install, so you type in disk part, press enter. It entered the disk partition, Microsoft its own software inbuilt. Once you're there, so you want to list out the disk. It shows you the disk. So the partition, the hard disk itself, if you can see, is 931 GB. You select the disk 0 because that is where you need to install the what do you call, the Windows 11. Keep in mind, the thing is, you will be selecting the whole thing. Okay, so once you select the disk 0, mind that I made a typo mistake. Yeah, you have to write select disk and make sure it's properly typed. Disk 0. Disk 0 is now the selected disk. Then you're gonna type in clean, enter. It will clean. Once the clean is performed, then you have to type convert GPT and press enter. It will now convert the cleaned wiped hard disk to GPT format, and then after all of that, then you press exit. So you exit the disk partition inbuilt software of Microsoft and close the command prompt window, and that's it. So if you've got the activation key from the Windows 10, you can use the same activation key. If you don't have, also you can just go below and press I don't have a product key. Now it depends on you in the next step which operating system you want. In the Windows Media selection tool, like the Windows selection was only Windows 11. Sadly, this is the first time I'm here and I didn't expect it to see many types of operating systems over here. So This laptop is for home purpose, so I'll go with Windows 11 Home. If you guys want to go with the Pro or Home, it's up to you guys. So I'll go with Home and press next. At this stage is just terms and condition. You have to accept it, just like in the Windows Media Tool. Also over here is the step where if you're gonna press upgrade, this might cause an issue most of the time, so it's best not to go there. So otherwise it will just give an error saying that you need to open this upgrade while the Windows is running, which is not currently possible for this particular laptop. So because it requires secure boot option. Secure boot, when it's enabled, you cannot open the previous Windows 10. So that's one thing. So we'll go to the custom install Windows only advanced. We're gonna create a new partition, say like the whole hard disk for the time being. Press OK. And if you can see, first of all, the Windows will now here create system partitioner separate for their own stuff, and then a hard disk partition for you to install the whole Windows 11. And this is the one, the primary. You're gonna select on that and next. That's it. Now your Windows 11 is gonna get installed in this. This is a success step. So now let's wait and come back later on to see the Windows 11 installed, the starting page. Once the Windows is restarted, you have to plug out your USB. Alright, so that is Windows 11. I'm gonna reduce the f-stop just for clarity purpose. Is this the right country? Let's just say for the time being yes. US. No need. Add the secondary layout if you guys want, and connecting to the network. So there is no skipping option, so you have to link the computer with the Wi-Fi. Next, checking for updates. After the update, the computer got restarted, so it is a necessary thing to connect the laptop to the Wi-Fi for any updates. I don't think so they'll allow you to go through without any updates, so yeah. So now this portion where you're gonna name your device, let's say my Lenovo, or skip for now, up to you. It can't contain only numbers, no spacing, no nothing, so I'll just skip it. Adding a Microsoft account, so you have to enter your valid email address or use a security key, which is the pen drive. USB, you must have a separate, not bootable one, and any empty USB stick either to keep your account secure. So but you cannot skip this process. It is very necessary for Windows 11. So I'm expecting for all the other updates, Windows 11 and onwards, you'll be requiring an account. So let's just log into one. After setting up the account, it asks you a PIN, so we'll create a PIN. There's no skipping also in that, so let's just say and OK. Finally, choosing a privacy setting, and just keep it all yes. I don't mind. Skip. And probably they're syncing the photos and emails if this was an old account, so yeah. Only save files to this PC. Select this one. So joining also for the PC Pass. For the Xbox, no thanks. $1 wow, it's very cheap. But if you guys are interested into gaming and have time for it, then sure. Otherwise, don't waste your money. Okay, so while this is being updated or getting its things ready, just want to say a quick thing that if you guys have any doubts in between this video's process or any questions regarding it, comment below. Would be happy to help out, answer your questions. And if anybody else is watching this video and knows the answer, would be please do help those people out as well. It's best to keep the community updated and how to help things out. So this is it. This is the Windows 11. Its wallpaper, the UI may definitely also upgraded security system. That's why it needs secure boot, TPM 2.0, all this account login necessary instead of skipping. Yeah, these are the things and to keep in mind. So hope you guys found this video helpful in installing the Windows 11. If you do, give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more contents just like this, and see you guys in the next video.